Before we get started, we'd like to thank and shout out Steven of FoxReviewsRock.com for giving us this opportunity to answer these questions. We got our friend Marshawn Marshall here to deliver these questions. We are Street Lamp.
Cool. Thank you for the introduction. Shout out to Steven. So, speaking of Street Lamp, I want to know, well, Steven wants to know where y'all got that name because it's a pretty intriguing one. It's different from all the others. So,
Sabrina and I used to like travel a lot, playing in cover bands and stuff like that, all around Texas. And like coming back from the gigs and the shows and stuff like that at night, you see a lot of a lot of street lamps and a lot of exits and stuff like that. So when we were talking about coming up with a band name when we first started off, because me and Sabrina have been doing this for a while, we were like, how about Road Ramp Street Lamp? And we kind of ran with it for a little bit, but it's kind of too long, so we just kind of cut it down to Street Lamp, and it sticks. It's kind of out there, like it's one of the different ones. It kind of it rolls off the tongue, but like to me, kind of, it's just, you know. Do you have anything to say? No?
all right, cool. Road Ramp is crazy. But so, Nick, I guess you described your music as any genre you would like. But what made you make a band that that have songs that span so many different genres? And was that always the intention?
We kind of just wanted to do something different. A lot of people just kind of stick to one genre, and I think it gave us a little more like creative freedom to, it's not as much pressure to just make one type of song or one type of one genre of music. So we just play what we like, we make what we like.
I think coming from also different musical backgrounds, like my parents listened to a lot of country and like Tejano and Hispanic music and stuff like that. So I grew up on that. Sabrina grew up on like 2000s, like dad rock and alternative and, some pop and stuff like that. And Mario and Drew are a lot younger than us, so they listen to different stuff. So when they came into the band, it was kind of flowed really well because like all our songs are different in the sense. I feel like none of our songs are alike, even from the beginning. Like when I wrote the first EP, because I wrote all the music, it was never really the intention, but like the style, it was really the intention of the style, I guess. Yeah.
All right. Cool. So you're based in San Antonio, Texas. Are there any local bands that y'all want to give a shout out to or show love to or maybe even work with?
I'd give a shout out to Vintage Pictures. Those guys are doing it. These guys are badass. I've saw them a couple of times live. And every time I see them, they just sound really tight. That's one of the bands I'd say. I'd say this upcoming band, Between Me and the Birds, they just dropped this EP. It's a solid EP. It's nice. Yeah. Shout out Gilkey. Shout out everybody there and everything like that. Yeah.
I want to say Cicada, the homies Menorah. Let's see who else. Thinking of some other homies. I'll come back to that.
I want to shout out Daycare. There you go.
And Gable.
Shout out Gable, Sore Subject. All right, so if y'all could time travel back in time when y'all first formed the band, I know that y'all two were here first, but y'all came together. And is there anything that y'all have learned, like in the time that y'all have been together, that y'all wish y'all could go back and yeah, like tell your younger self, like what?
How is it different now from 3 years ago?
Well, 3 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, me and him were in a different band, and it was different music for sure. But I think the one thing I tell myself, my younger self, I was really nervous going to Street Lamp practice, like with Drew and everything like that. I would tell myself like, yo, like it's gonna be fine. These guys are great musicians. I'm a great musician. We'll be tight and everything like that. So.
Um, hey, what's up? I'm Drew. I guess I would say don't be scared to try new things and step outside bubbles. I mean, especially joining people that you're really not too familiar with. I mean, I've only known Nick and Sabrina like maybe 2 years, but within that span, we've done so much together. I mean, traveling. It's my first time going out of state with just to play music. You know what I mean? So just the love of the music brings people together. You know, and we just so happen to be part of it together. I know meeting these fools, I met them in a ditch, and from there we've traveled. You know, we've done all the shows in San Antonio and looking to do more. I mean, shit. We can bleep that out, but it's just started. So, I mean, just buck up, you know? Buck up.
One thing I will say, I'll tell my younger self is be ready to spend some money because it's going to get expensive, man. You know, before I joined the music life, I was like, didn't expect it to be so expensive, but it really is. But yeah.
I have learned a lot, but I don't think that I would change anything. I think that all of my screw ups and, mistakes and praises are what make me a musician, the musician that I am today. So I wouldn't change anything, honestly.
I think I would just tell myself that it's not always bad and to embrace the little, like, the good times. Because, like I said, it's not always bad. And even sometimes you can learn from the bad times. So I guess I would tell my younger self, like, to learn from the bad times. Because I know when I was younger, like, sometimes you don't always have the best gigs and it gets frustrating because there might not be a lot of people there and they might not be paying attention and stuff like that. So I would tell my younger self, just be patient and embrace the good times and embrace the bad times. Just learn from every little thing you can. Yeah.
Embrace the boring, save your money, buck up. All right, pretty good answer. So recently this year, I forget which month, but y'all dropped an EP called Guillotine in May. That's the month. What's the reception been for that, and how has it made y'all feel, to hear back from fans and stuff?
So this is our first EP that we dropped with Drew and Mario. So we're like really proud of what we created together, and we were just very like eager to put it out there and have everyone listen. We're just so used to, everyone hearing us only live, and people would be like, "Where can I hear this song? Where can I hear this song?" And so the anticipation built up crazy, and I mean, I'm just, I'm really proud of what we were able to put together, and it just goes to show like 4 different ideas combined into one package, and yeah.
The reception has been great. We really gained a lot of listeners from going to I think it was 70 to 700 to 7,000 and pushing 18,000, on Spotify, which I guess that doesn't matter because the internet's so vast. It could be everywhere. But definitely putting out that EP has changed a lot of things for us. Not majorly, but just in general, a lot of listeners, a lot of views on YouTube now. People from all around the world are saying, come here, Japan and Canada and China and Europe, and it's cool that the reception is coming through. So we're just eager to keep going off of that.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing. I'm just excited. Once we went to Alabama and we did the music video for Sailboat and we dropped it, dude, that thing skyrocketed the EP. You know what I'm saying? It boosted up the EP for sure. But yeah, man, it's been awesome since that. So I'd say it's going great, and it's gonna keep going up and up from there. Like he said, it's not a big thing, but it definitely getting us on the track to move up even further, because we're working on different things now. So we're going on tour and everything like that. So.
What's so funny? Nah, that's not.
Everybody Drew.
Now I will say I'm extremely proud of our first EP. That was my first time putting together a chunk of songs and being able to go record it professionally. And even then, the studio was a completely different process. I remember the first time hopping in the studio was completely out of my zone. But finally getting comfortable in the studio, just know this this next project is gonna be crazy compared to the EP. I would say that. But other than that, we're looking to get on the map. That's what the EP's for. Get on the map.
To kind of piggyback off of what he said, I'm genuinely curious for y'all. How did it feel like kind of going, from like not really playing often or like not really like putting your own content out there to like kind of getting the opportunity to like actually put what you want to play on record? How was that for you guys?
I'd say it's amazing. I mean, we just getting the opportunity to be doing this. I was never, like I said, we were in a different band, but we never really did the studio thing, or we never really, we played a couple shows, we never really had any songs out, but doing it now, having, songs we made and bass lines I've created. I'm not trying to be like, all about me, but the bass lines I've created is out there, and it makes me super proud, because it's like, when I hear that, I'm like, damn, do we sound great as a band? And it's just awesome to hear myself out there as well, like my bass lines and everything.
I don't know, like kind of sounded conceited, bro. No, but I don't know. I mean, I will say it's interesting to hear the feedback of what people think. Everybody, like, you make it for yourself, of course, but I mean, like, it's all about the people. You know what I mean? You're not always gonna give the people what they want, but you're gonna put out what you love, I will say it's been great knowing to put something out and people actually enjoying the music, Like, if you read comments, people in Japan listening to us, people in other countries, like, you never would have thought, like, some dude in Ireland is gonna stream our song. Like, it's the most random thing, but at the same time, it brings people together, and that's the whole point.
All right, so piggybacking off the piggyback, I'm gonna ask kind of two questions here. I'm intrigued. Well, Steven's intrigued. Shout out Steven. Where the name Guillotine came from, which is the name of the EP, and also, because you mentioned y'all's next project, right? So when do y'all think the fans are gonna be able to get their ears on that?
So where did Guillotine come from to ask the first one?
Well, they are all about WWE. Or whatever. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm not about it, so
Combat sports.
I guess that was like a move or something, and I don't know. You know more.
Guillotine. Well, I don't know. I think Drew.
Can we get a
Nah,
demonstration?
it's a front naked choke. It's not a rear naked choke. It'd be kind of weird. But yeah, I guess Guillotine was like, we want to get everybody from like in a chokehold and kind of just like hold them there in the front naked choke, not a rear naked choke. But yeah, after we had said Guillotine, because it was initially like the MMA move, and then we were like, oh, it's also, the medieval style, chopping the head off. But we never really thought of any other way, like, to kill somebody. It was never our intention like that. Yeah, but front naked choke.
I will say the hardest part about the band is thinking of names. Oh my God. But it goes off Guillotine. Bro, you know how hard it is to get 4 people together and agree on what we're gonna name something? It's actually not that hard, but. Right?
To go off that, to piggyback off that, we're working on a project right now. We are in the studio, deliberately working hard, going tough. I think we agreed on stress, trauma, and desire, and it's probably going to come out mid-January, right before we go on tour.
And what is it? An album?
It's going to be an album. It's 10 songs, all different sounding. It's going to flow real nice.
So you just said your album's name STD.
Yeah.
That's
Trauma,
fucking sick.
Stress, trauma, desire.
See, and well, okay, so making up names I feel like is hard, but every name for y'all's songs, in my opinion, and probably a lot of people's opinions, when you listen to the song, it makes sense. And I'm mostly talking about Switchblade here, because like the switch up in the song obviously is the main part of why it's intriguing. But go ahead.
So the reason why it's called Switchblade is because when we would practice the song, we'd be like, which one is that? Which one is that? And we'd always be like, the one that switches. And then it kind of just got shorted to Switch. And we're like, bro, we can't just call it Switch. So we came up with Switchblade because it sounds cool. There's really no big meaning behind it, honestly.
The meaning is to switch. No? Okay. All right, so Steven here, he says that Sailboat is from Guillotine is his favorite on that EP for that damn catchy intro, which I agree with. It is. This is quoted, yes, and I quote that damn dude. Great intro. But I would love to know. Steven would love to know. The fans would love to know. MTV, no. They would love to know if y'all could take a sailboat. I don't know if each one of y'all or all together. If y'all could take a sailboat to anywhere in the world, where would y'all sail to? I'll let Sabrina start. Even though she said no.
I would sail to Greenland. I've always wanted to go.
I would go to the Bahamas because they got super clear water and it's like right there. It's quick. It's quick. Not quick, but it's close.
I would go to France to individually thank everybody for Wemby for coming to San Antonio. Shout out to France, and yeah.
I don't know. I went on a cruise. It's pretty similar. I sailed to the Caribbean. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know where I'd sail. Probably my dumbass was gonna say something. Let me sail to San Francisco. I don't know. I really don't know. Next question. No. I'm fogged up.
Drew's foggy.
All right, shut up, Foggy Drew. Okay, so we're gonna try to change it up a little bit here. I'm wondering what is one hobby that is non-musical, one hobby or talent that y'all have that y'all do outside of music that would surprise the fans, aside from Mace Campbell.
I really, really love to cook. I am a chef. If I wasn't pursuing music, I'd probably want to pursue something within culinary.
@midscamo_. That's it.
I mean, if you want to get your ankles broke, just hit me up. That's all I gotta say.
You know,
That boy good at basketball. He's good at basketball.
you know, I like to hit the lanes, you know. Like to play with some balls, you know, roll it down the aisle.
Who do you think you are?
You know what I mean?
You like pool, bro.
I like to bowl. I also love to play pool. I ain't no professional though, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right, so I gotta respond to this. I have never seen Mario play basketball in my life, and I have heard enough people say that he can hoop, but I have yet to see it. He never answers when I ask him to pull up to the court. So this guy can't hoop until he breaks my ankles, and then yeah. And also I could second that Drew can bowl and play pool, but when I first met Drew, he could not play pool. That's all I'm gonna say on that. Anyway, let's see here. All right, so back to like the music. When y'all drop a single, oh no, you don't want to talk about music? All right, cool. No, so when y'all drop a single, what are y'all most looking forward to? Is it the radio play or the streams online, or you're trying to get a message out there, or you're just trying to get attention from the heads? I don't know. That's sorry. You can cut that part out.
Well, of course, getting our music out there for sure. Personally, I feel sorry. I'm very like introverted sometimes, like in especially like in my job environment or like in social settings, and I often feel like I'm not really heard when I say stuff or when I speak up. So to me, the only time that I really feel heard is when people listen to my lyrics or listen to our music. So I just want to be heard, honestly.
I think yeah, it's always like like always when you're writing a song, you're always so eager and like anxious to like let the people hear it. So finally, when it comes out, I guess the what I look forward to, what I like about putting the song is there like as a anybody. It could be anybody from across the world. It could be like an old lady. It could be a young dude. It could be somebody like Pacific Islander. It could be white dude. It could be black dude. It could be Mexican. It could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? It could be a high profile guy. It could be a homeless guy with a phone. But like the music just brings everybody together. So that's what I really like about that. It doesn't matter who you are. Like getting out there and playing the music too. Like you see in the crowd, like it's all different people, and it brings everybody together. So that's what I really like about just dropping music.
The one thing I say I like dropping music is like pretty much what they were saying, just to have our music out there. It's nice to, when we make new songs, it's like we try to go as fast as possible to put it out there, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a new song and we just want people to hear it. Plus it's also just to keep people intrigued with us, you know what I'm saying? We don't want to just drop the EP and just drop nothing else until the album's done, we got to keep people, up on their seat and everything like that. So, just keeping dropping singles so that we can have that momentum still going.
What I will say about the singles is it's interesting to find out what songs will be singles and what songs are gonna go on a project. You can only put so many songs on a project, you know what I mean? You're limited, 10 songs. Do we have like 20, we have like 30 plus ideas, songs that we could, but unfortunately, a deluxe, I don't know. But I don't know. We dropped 2K recently. We put together a video for it, and if you look in the music video, Nick labeled it "throwaway track." I don't believe it was a throwaway track. It's more like a B-side. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like it was just like a. Nah, it's not sorry, but like that's what I mean. But like I don't. Like it's a. I think every one of our songs has potential to be on an album, but some songs need to be don't make the cut or need to be fronted or aren't ready yet. Yeah, But yeah, that's what I have to say about singles. Ready to mink. Yeah.
Just make sure to listen to our 2K song, because our 2000 song. Listen to 2000 of our songs, and then you'll get to unlock the 2K song.
All right, so piggybacking off the all right. I'm just kidding. Speaking of singles, I think this is a single. I'm not sure, but it's a song called Coolio. Is that a single? It's actually it's personally one of my favorite songs that y'all have ever written, ever produced and dropped. It is shout out to Mike. It's impossible to kind of pinpoint what genre it is because it has about 4 different change-ups and vibes. Would y'all mind breaking down the song's inspiration at all? Because that is. Want to start with Drew?
I would actually. Who came up with the name? I think it's a perfect way to describe the song. I don't know.
I think when we wrote that song, Coolio had like recently died. Maybe like what?
Yeah, Coolio just died.
Year.
Rest
Yeah.
in peace, Coolio.
Coolio.
Yeah,
No, like just call it Coolio.
yeah. We called it Coolio. I will say it started with Mario though. Mario gave birth to this. Mario gave birth to this fat of a bass line, you know. It just
It's funny. It's funny because I wrote it on the keyboard. I was just in my room messing around and I was messing around and I had a beat on. I was just playing keys and then I was like, you know what, this would sound great on the bass. And I was like, I think they would fuck with it. So I brought it to them and then we just went from there. So it was nice.
Those chords that I do, kind of like in the intro, were inspired from Sabrina's friend Hannah, great jazz guitarist, and I heard her, and Sabrina jamming one day, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna jack those chords, and I jacked some chords, and 2K was born on my end. I mean 2K, Coolio, my bad. Rest in peace, Coolio. Listen to 2K. Listen to 2K.
Yeah, it's pretty much all them. They came up with the music, and when I first heard it, I was like, I have no idea what I'm gonna do over this, like, at all. That's how most of our stuff goes. I'm like, they've done it again. I can't do it, you know? But it kind of just flowed, and I came up with the hook, and then the verses are just filling lyrics, just like Kurt Cobain would do for Nirvana, just kind of random.
It's got a little bit of reggae. You saw like jazz, reggae, and then it goes to the ba-na-na. That was all Mario. And then that last part, that breakdown, I just had that forever and added a little bit of flanger and with Sabrina. And yeah. If you listen closely, also just doing some Robert Plant shit there at the end. Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is play it backwards.
Yeah, from the intro.
I forgot about that.
Okay, you heard it here first. Play Coolio backwards. You have to buy the song on iTunes first, though.
We got Trick or Treat, Bacardi, Jose Cuervo, wine, some moonshine. Trick or Treat. Ooh. No good, no good, no good, no good. Bro, I remember.
I'm about to put this in there.
I remember college when I was drinking.
Hey, we're not calling him. We're not calling him.
You need me to go get.
So you describe your band as any genre you like. Which why would you want to be in a band like with so many genres? And was there any intention in that?
I'd say so, because, we don't like to stick into just one genre. We don't want to be known as just a one genre type of band. We want to be known as a, experimental band where we could just play whatever we want. If we want to play a reggae song, hit up the people that listen to reggae. If you want to listen to fucking hard rock, you can listen to hard rock. If you want to listen to blues, you can listen to blues. You know what I'm saying? So I just think what we're doing is, not very, what's the word I'm looking for? Often, like not a lot of people do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of anybody else in the scene that does different genres, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I will say with the San Antonio scene, it's very clumped together. Not a lot of people are doing a lot of different things. If anybody's from San Antonio, if you're watching this from San Antonio, they will tell you that if you go to a show, it's going to be that type of music, and they set up a lineup, and it'll be that type of music, you know what I mean? It's a breath of fresh air when you're able to really bring in, like, let's say you go to watch fucking Slayer, right? And then in the middle of the set, or they'll put Slayer and you get Anthrax and you get a bunch of the same metal all in one show. Badass. But it's badass to be known and a breath of fresh air when people are like, oh shit, really take a step back.
we were talking about Coolio, which is a great song. One of my favorite songs by y'all is and this is Steven, shout out Steven. This is my question for y'all. My favorite song. Loan Me a Dollar. Very bluesy, is very different from y'all's other things, other music. And I just kind of want to know that for me the lyrics are very I connect with them a lot. And so I'm wondering kind of what inspired that choice to make that song.
So I feel that collectively we all kind of listen to the blues, like a lot of Zeppelin, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Just we're a very big fan of the blues. Lyrically, it's kind of just like a poem to me. You know, I was going through some stuff, and to me, it really connects like having to go through life, and just, you know, when we do play shows, I have to put all of it to the side and kind of have a smile on my face, even though on the inside, you know, I might be feeling something. But specifically at shows, like everyone, for the most part, is laughing. Hence, people around me laughing while I cry. It just, you know, I think that anyone can really relate to that, having to put a strong face or a mask on when they are going through stuff. So that's me for the lyrics.
I wanted to write Loan Me a Dollar because we're from Texas, and she mentioned the blues, and it's kind of easy. It's not, well, I mean, it's not easy, but it's fun to pump out a blues song. It's 3 chords for the most part with a turnaround. And C, and some of my favorite songs are blues songs. So we had a lot of fun writing that song, and we just wanted to prove like any genre you like, we can play a bunch of different styles. And yeah, a little fun fact about that, when I wrote the solo, I could not hear my guitar. It was all feel. Anyways. Can you hear my headphones?
Man, it's been so long since we wrote that song. I totally forgot like how it even started. All I remember is that when he made it up, I went to like listen to some blues songs, like some basic blues songs, and I just kind of wrote from that. Cause I'm not really a blues guy. My dad is though, but yeah.
I would say to backpack to one of the first questions was playing different genres. I think it's the perfect example. I think it's the perfect example of showing we can do other things besides just one thing. Right? You hear that shit? Nah, I will say no, but yeah, I will say it's a real head turner. You know, like if you go to one of our shows and you see energy, you know, sometimes we like to comment down and know it really turns some people's heads knowing we can play some blues, you know what I mean? And just really connect to the roots of blues kind of originated rock, you know what I mean? But that's what I have to say. I mean, try sticking blues in a random rock set and make it sound good, you know? And get people's attention, you know? That's what I have to say.
I think also one of the main reasons we did write that song too is not, like I said, only to like just, you know, something random, but it's like blues is something that Sabrina could really shine on and just like write and like sing tough. So that's why she really shines on that song.
I have to agree with everything y'all just said. All right, so this is a little different. If y'all as a band open a restaurant and it was named Street Lamp, and you are into culinary, so maybe you might have some opinions on this. What would y'all's food taste like? And what would be the signature dish called? So it's a little different question, but if y'all had a restaurant, I mean.
Well, those guys over there are super picky when it comes to food. They are the type that will get chicken tendy and fries at a 5-star restaurant. But what we do have in common that we all like to eat is wings or steak. We're always, if we do go out to eat anywhere, it's always like, oh, let's go get some wings. Oh, let's go get a steak. So those would probably be our dishes. That's all we serve there. Our drinks is literally just wings and steak blended into one cup.
If I had a restaurant, or if we had a restaurant, it would be called Moth. Moth.
Oh, mom.
Yeah, and the signature dish isn't. Yeah. The signature dish would be an appetizer. It would be called ratatouille. Shout out Remy, but it's not ratatouille. And it's just hot Cheetos and ham.
You see, I would not allow that. Because that's ridiculous.
Picky. Hot Cheetos and ham.
No, it's good. If we were to have a restaurant, it would be wings, burgers, beer, Spurs, and a disco ball. Yeah. Shout out Punk Disco.
I would say if you were to walk into the restaurant, right, you're gonna look at the menu. You're gonna see the entrees, right? It's gonna be a big old menu. The first one's gonna say chicken strips, right? Then you're gonna go on the bottom and it's instantly gonna go to the drink menu and it's just gonna be beer, 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 beer. Just beer. And then when you get all the way to the bottom, then the IPAs start. Yeah. Right. Voodoo Ranger. That purple squid, that squid shit. What's it called? You know what I'm talking about? Electric jellyfish. Bro, just you got Google. All right. Yeah. So it's just the bar, but we can serve some chicken strips. You know? Yeah.
So I guess it's not a restaurant. We're gonna open a bar with ham and hot Cheetos. Mad gas.
So ham, hot Cheetos, steak, wings, and beer. Moth. I mean,
Purple squid.
the purple squid bar, street lamp. All right. Anyway, so, dude, it's not called purple. All right. All right. Back to the questions. I'm gonna keep it off the music. We got like 2 more questions, so bear with me. I know it's hot out here. Oh, I'm wearing never mind. I'm from Scandinavia, so. All right. So, let me tell you. Let me ask you. Which member? All right. Let's say the world is ending, right? It's a zombie apocalypse. Okay. It's a zombie apocalypse. Who is gonna die first, and who is gonna live the longest out of all 4 of y'all? I feel like
So I'm going to die first because I'm not even gonna try, bruh. Like, I am not gonna try to survive through that. That just sounds like way too much work. I'd rather just die, meet my maker, be in heaven, smoke some cigarettes up there, have a beer with God. Like, I'm not fighting for my life every fucking day, respectfully.
I'm surviving. I don't know who's dying first, but I'm surviving.
Yeah, man. My number one fear is getting eaten alive. So I think I would kill myself. Yeah, because I'm not dealing with that shit, bro. Like, really? Like, I'm trying to chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to chill, have a good time. Not have to worry about the zombies knocking on my doors, trying to come in and eat me. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not messing with that. I'm gonna die first.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Mario's gonna die first. Shit. Gotta have something to eat, you know? But nah, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, Mario's gonna die first.
I don't know if I should be worried.
So I guess Nick would probably live the longest. He sells camo, mids camo underscore. So he's geared up. He has the supplies. He's doomsday ready. Oh, I mean, wait.
Get your camp food, get your ammo, get your supply, get your camping supplies, get your batteries, get your Supreme.
Build you a bunker.
Gives you a bunker, get you some street light merch to stay warm.
Yeah, just bleep out whatever I said about the camo. So
All right, so the question also had a thing about a survival plan, but I think we just found out that 3 of y'all don't have one. So Steven, their survival plan is to, yeah, they're not gonna survive. But Nick, whatever he's got, he won't share because, he's mid camo.
Who's talking shit? What happened? I'm fucking up.
No, it's alright.
Give it to me straight.
Are you recording for real?
Yes.
Second to last question, guys. We're in San Antonio. You're from San Antonio. We discussed some other artists earlier to shout out. So right now, I think I asked y'all, but y'all didn't say anything because I probably asked 7 questions at once. But any local artists y'all want to collaborate with, and that being creatively, musically, that's really it. Yeah, if y'all want to collab with any local artists, give them a shout out.
So the art scene in San Antonio in general, like the entertainment scene, is so big. I wouldn't want to just collab with just bands. There's a lot of like artists, painters, sculptors, photographers that we mostly like to collab to help people get out there. Like put their names out there. Maybe someone will see that type of style and want to reach out to them as well. I don't know specifically which ones, because everyone we've wanted to collab with, I feel like we've already done. Even Mario's dad's made stuff for us, so it's like I feel like we've already done it.
Yeah, if you're a creator, hit us up. We wanna create with everybody. We want to collab with everybody. Shouts functions. But if I had to pinpoint one band in general, I've always wanted to do a split song with Sanity Slip. So if you're watching this, Sanity Slip, we have a part for your singer. We have a song for that. We did. 2K was mixed and mastered by Gabriel Gloria, Gabo, G-Rod. Shouts to him.
Finally.
Yeah, shouts to him.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that like that loud, but y'all would. I agree that I'm glad y'all have worked with Gabo. I feel like actually I want to tell y'all something, a little surprise. I have something that's being worked on for you guys. It is by a local artist. It is a painting that of a picture that I shot, and it's gonna be kind of big, and I'll show it to y'all later. It's gonna be cool. Give me a couple weeks, but surprise, Merry Christmas. Anyway. Merry Christmas, San Antonio. Go Spurs. Fuck the Spurs, whatever. Cut this out. All right, finally. Last question. Last question. That was my water. All right. This is individually. If y'all could pick any city in the world to play in, to have a performance, to jam, what city would that be? Any city on planet Earth, besides San Antonio, what city would that be?
I don't know many cities, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been in school for a really long time. So cities in the United States, I'd probably want to do like Nashville or LA, honestly. I know that's cliche, but those are mine.
We're gonna do Nashville. We got a tour coming up in January. I really don't. Yeah, there's cities. I'm not pinpointing a city. The dream is to play like Tokyo or Japan, somewhere in Japan. But if I really had to pinpoint somewhere, it'd be in Iceland, because Zeppelin did it, and I don't think anybody's done it since. Is it Iceland? Yeah, Iceland.
Man, that's there's a lot of cities in the world, man. It's a lot. It's a big question, man. All of them.
There's this magical spot. It's called Marbach. Dude, nah, I don't know. I don't know. Pink Floyd played in Pompeii. Where's Pompeii? Is it called Pomp? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
In that big Coliseum. I think I would want to play in like, you know, Seattle. Seattle would be fire. Or like, yeah, Seattle. Yeah.
I would love to play in Seattle. KEXP, please. Hit us up.
I'm just kidding. I would love to play in Seattle.
Yeah, to close it up, thank you, Steven, for giving us the opportunity of Steven Reviews rockmusic.com. My name is Nick. This is Wario. This is Drew. This is Sabrina. This is Marshawn Marshall. Again, thank you, Steven. Thank y'all. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you later. Sorry if I butchered your questions. Shout out Steven, shout out Functions, shout out Street Lamp. Goodbye.